And we're back after a brief break. Right now, I needed to bring on the candidates, and for all fairness, I invited his opponent on. For the record, you heard that, Rene Rodriguez, my buddy? I did that, but I haven't heard anything. So, but we're bringing on Mark Skurka to answer some very, very serious allegations, plus talk about his campaign and stay positive, you know? He's always stayed positive. Welcome back, Mark.
Thank you, Joe. Thanks for having me.
They're hurling venom at you. You're being hit by all sides by the media. They're trying to make it look like your department is not working on all 6 cylinders. How are you going to respond to that?
Well, first of all, you have to think about the district attorney's office as a whole and then the background of the district attorneys and myself. For 29 years, I've served the community at the district attorney's office, the last 5 as the district attorney. I've had innovative programs coming like pretrial diversion, the divert court, the veterans court, things like the jail diversion court for mentally ill people. I've done all those things, but it just seems funny with the timing in the last 30 or 60 days, all of a sudden it seems like they're accusing me of going rogue and going off the reservation and doing all these crazy things. The people that know me and the voters that know me and put me in the office know I'm not that kind of person. We need stability. We need experience at the district attorney's office. I provide both of those.
Y'all had a hot debate, and it even came out in the Collard Times, where he wore a short sleeve. And I thought it was a pretty good retort when he said, well, I'm wearing my chest, but he goes, you're not showing the chest one. Now, you know he couldn't have taken off his shirt, though. Well, maybe some of the women would have liked it, but, you know, but he does have not guilty on his chest.
He does, and the thing is, this campaign is not about tattoos, Joe. I know a lot of people have tattoos. That doesn't bother me at all. What bothers me is the commitment by having not guilty tattooed on his chest shows a commitment to people who are charged with crime and are guilty of crimes, and that's basically an advertising piece for him as a criminal defense lawyer to say, I'm going to try to get you found not guilty. The prosecutor's job is quite different. The prosecutor's job is to evaluate those cases to see if the person is guilty or not. The grand jury determines that, and then we go to trial. The criminal defense lawyer's job is completely different from us, and it'd be a different thing for him to step into those shoes with not guilty tattooed on his chest.
For the people that don't know out there, you're board certified.
Board certified in criminal law since 1993.
And what does that mean?
Board certification is a designation that lawyers get who've been practicing for a while and devote their like 97 or 95% of their practice to a certain area of law. Then you have to take a test, which is a pretty hard test, especially, you know, after taking the bar exam.
Oh, never
Luckily,
again.
I passed the bar the first time.
Me too. I don't know how.
And but the point is, you had to take this further test, and based on your experience and taking this test, you're board certified. I'm only one of like maybe 5 or 6 in town that are board certified in criminal law, and I think that's important that the DA has to be on top of the stuff in the law and then keep up with the changes in law.
How are you handling campaigning and prosecuting all these cases?
It's very hard, and I'll tell you one thing. You're talking about campaigning work, and I know Judge Longoria has the same thing. We have a job to do. We're elected to be there for the people every day.
That's right.
And I take that responsibility seriously. In fact, people were saying, I tried a case in Judge Maderi's court a few weeks ago where 2 officers were shot. That took a week and a half to try that case, and I was lucky to get a jury to find the person guilty and get a 45-year sentence. But people were telling me, why aren't you out campaigning? You need to be doing this. I go, this is my job. Being in the courtroom, standing up for people, standing up for the community, and that's what I needed to do. In fact, what happened the other day, the very first day of early voting, people were out there, you know, campaigning, handing out flyers, parking their buses at different places. I was at Mrs. Howden's class at Sam Houston Elementary because it was drop every day, everything and read day.
Yes.
And she wanted me to come to her class. And I made that commitment, and I went and talked to some wonderful children over there, these 2nd graders, and read them a story about the Civil War and the Underground Railroad that helped slaves escape. I was doing that instead of out there politicking and campaigning. I don't begrudge those people doing it, but the DA has to be out in the community and showing our youth of today what's going to happen tomorrow. And I didn't have a problem doing that. And people say, why weren't you out campaigning? I said, I had something else to do I thought was more important, because my ties to the community run deep, and my commitment to this office runs deep.
We got a couple of minutes, but please get out there and vote. Your vote counts, and you've got the floor for the last minute. What do you want to tell them? I know you don't have time. Just like Judge Joe Longoria, you don't have time to knock on 100,000 doors. Let's knock on those doors right now. Why should they vote for you and not your opponent?
The community needs someone that knows the job inside and out. The community needs somebody with experience and dedication and commitment to this job. I've shown my dedication for the last 29 years. People know me, and people come up to me on the street and say, "We're with you, Skurka, because we know you can do this job." The other person doesn't have any experience, has never prosecuted a case, and he may show commitment to other things. But I'm there for the people every day, and I will remain there for the next 4 years with your vote and your support.
The number to call for a sign, to go out and poll watch for you, to ask for a T-shirt, to cast their vote and get all their family to vote. Because it's not only just your vote. And I'm going to tell those friends of ours that have maybe had a felony, your vote counts. You know why? You may not be able to vote, but you can petition back, and you got probably 100 people you can get to go vote. So yes, your vote does count because you have a voice. So how do they get in touch with you to get involved in your campaign?
I don't have a campaign headquarters. I'm really kind of running it myself with my friends. I don't have high-powered consultants and a lot of money, so I do have a Facebook page, Mark Skurka for District Attorney. You can message me there or post something there, and we'd be happy to help you out. And again, thanks for your support.
All right, Mark Skurka running once again. This is your third term?
Yes.
Third term for your district attorney in Nueces County. Please get out there to vote, and early voting is critical. So between the 16th and 26th, that's when early voting is going on. Get out there. You've heard from Judge Joe Longoria. You've heard from District Attorney Mark Skurka.